Okay, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm quite enjoying doing these little videos in the mornings where I'm doing, waking up. This is one of the reasons that make me really, it frustrates the hell out of me when I play Call of Cthulhu with some people. This is the situation. We are finding, we have found this cult, surprise, in the basement. Bigger surprise. And we get what we can out of that place, and we decide that it needs to be destroyed, mostly because of all the gore and the nearly dried blood on the floor. It's kind of give us a clue that maybe that place is not that healthy for human beings or any other creature. So, being the resourceful kind of people that we are, and we have a gangster with us, we do have some strong dynamite in the back of the car. So we decide that we're going to do kaboom to the whole thing, which you would. Come on, you would too. So we set up the whole thing, and surprise, cultists coming. A fight ensues, we get rid of a few, and we know that there are some more upstairs, but we have already lit the fuse, so the dynamite is going to go off in a minute, quite literally. So I run up. I get shot in the arm. My character is a nun who was a nurse during the First World War, and has seen an awful lot of shit. Now, this adventure has one thing that I really like, and is that you get a gap of 5 years between the first chapter and the second. So, for 4 years or five, my character got to do things. We had an awful lot of downtime. And one of the things that my character learned at great sanity expense is a spell to shapeshift. So I can turn into one of three people. The people that I find upstairs and shoot me don't know any of that. The previous session, I shapeshifted into somebody else in front of somebody, and that person had to roll for sanity. It was one of my friends, one of the other player characters, and he had to run for sanity, which he was fine with. So what I do to distract these people is to shapeshift in front of them so my friends can have another chance at running out before the whole mansion does kaboom. But the GM tells me that the NPCs don't have to roll for sanity, that they don't really bat an eyelid when they see me shapeshift from a very small nun, because my size is 25, and if you know anything about Call of Cthulhu, that is not an awful lot of size. I'm quite tiny, and a man, and it's a bit. Why not, dude? No, 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 no. They're cultists, and this is one thing that really, really annoys the heck out of me. There is this assumption on NPCs that are part of a cult or anything at all that their sanity is already broken, and therefore they don't need to suffer the consequences of seeing something that they haven't seen before. Yet, they seem to be perfectly functional. These people are running the lock and key in a town in San Mateo, and they can run the whole thing without an issue, performing all sorts of really nasty rituals, throwing rays of energy through their hands, not a single peep on their sanity. We see a weird statue, and we can have a meltdown. It is bonkers. I'm sorry, it is completely bonkers. It doesn't make any sense. But what doesn't make any sense either is that people who have not seen the effect of spell, whether they are NPCs or not, don't suffer, or we don't get to at least try to gain a few seconds out of startling people by doing something that they wouldn't expect otherwise. So how do you handle that in your games? What do you do? Because to me that was a little bit very frustrating.